Hey, this is Jan from Difference in Skill, bringing you a new kind of deck profile on ChaOS, Character Operating System card game. Another game developed by Bushiroad that we sometimes play. Been playing a bit less lately, but I still like this game. For those of you who do not know what ChaOS is, just look at the pretty pictures. For those that do know what ChaOS is, you might want to take a look. And for those of you who don't know what ChaOS is and want to know, just leave a comment in the comment section below saying that, oh, it would be nice if you made a ChaOS tutorial just like how you did a Waste tutorial. And I'll be like, sure. If I get a decent amount of people wanting to know more about ChaOS, then I can definitely write up a tutorial about it. But I'll explain a few things along the way for those of you who don't know anything about ChaOS and want to see a little bit about it. So I'll be using some terms from Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, just to some references, Vanguard, I guess, and then so hope you guys will understand some of these things, and if not, ask for the tutorial, and if you guys convince me, then I will definitely make a tutorial for you guys. So let's start. So every deck in ChaOS, every deck has their partner. Now, what is a partner? A partner is a card you start with, similar to your starting Vanguard, but at the same time in Magic, it's like a Planeswalker. Generally, a good partner would be a strong attacker, defender, has decent effects. Now, for those of you who play Magic, I guess my partner would be comparable to Jace the Mind Sculptor, although, these are different games, but my partner has the ability to be really strong in defense, strong aggressively, along with shutting down what my opponents can do to attack, as well as drawing cards on top of that. So yeah, my partner is quite good. I play for Miharu. She is my partner. Hell yeah. So I'll explain a few of the basics. So when you start the game, you have this on your field. And every time if you have one of these copies of her in your hand, you can put it under her. So you line this up so that the two, as you can see here, there's 2s and a 4. So you line it up so you only see the bottom numbers, so you get to add these together. This is called leveling up. Now, I will be explaining very basically what these, how to play, but not in depth. So yeah, so this is how you do it. And at the same time, in this game, to lose, you need to deck out. You can deck out by 1, drawing yourself to death, or 2, your opponent can attack you, and if you do not block, declare blockers, or respond to something with, say, a disruption spell, such as, in Magic, it'd be you would tap their creature, like what my card does, or you would not really destroy, but you would make it unable to fight. So say I take damage. When you take damage, you mill the top cards of your deck, depending on how much damage they did. Assuming they attacked me for 9 damage, and I did not block it, I will be milling 9 cards off the top of my deck. So say that, for example, this is my deck right now. So if they attack me for 9, I'll be milling cards. Of course, this will be in order because I've already sorted this, until I reach 9. Now, let's say, is this 9? Yeah, it's 9. So if their attack succeeds, this is the 9 damage I'm taking. Now, assuming that, say, one of your partner cards are somewhere along the lines, say they attack you for 9, and you take it. It goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, you get your partner. If you mill your partner off the top of your deck, you may automatically level up your partner, and then cancel or stop the damage from actually happening anymore. Of course, these 2 damage will still be taken, but you'll prevent any further damage from happening. So that's really basically the little bits of tutorial, I guess, along in this video. So she's my partner. She's very, very good. I play 4 of Miharu's Familiar. Basically, she's a support card for Miharu. If you have her on the field, Miharu gains Penetrate and +1 attack. So what is Penetrate? Penetrate would be Trample for those Magic players, Piercing for the Yu-Gi-Oh players, and for Vanguard players, there's no term for that. But Penetrate is basically, if your attack is higher than their defense, you will deal the difference in damage to them if they declare blocker or something. So say my Miharu is attacking for 10, and they block with something with 8. They take 2 residual damage. Yeah, math. So yeah, this is gonna keep Miharu out here. No, you stay here. I play 3 of Hideyoshi's sister. I have no idea who she is because I didn't actually watch the anime. I just play this deck because it's top tier, like a tier whore. She has an ability called Guard Draw. So when she's declared as guard, you may draw a card. So, you know, there's fancy things you can do with this, and I'll explain what I use her for. She has an entry cost. Some cards have entry costs, some cards don't. Generally, if your characters have high stats, they will have an entry cost. Mine is when you, or hers is, when you play her, you have to send 1 card to reverse. This means that your card is unable to fight, cannot block, and unable to use their abilities. Now, some abilities are mandatory and activate even while face down, but these are normally negative abilities. So, yeah. So, I'll now like, of course, some people will be like, "Oh, so what's so bad about that? And does it die forever?" If you guys don't know, please comment section once again asking for a tutorial on how to play ChaOS. So with her, here, let's put it right here. With my Miharu, every time or any time during the battle phase, once per turn, I can send one of my cards to reverse and rest one of their cards and draw a card. Now, what does that mean? Okay, well, say they attack with a card. I declare blocker with her, and you know, the attack is blocked. Unlike Magic, attackers and blockers are not declared all at once. So you don't declare attack with all the things at once. Instead, you do them one at a time. So, say you attack and I block. So I draw a card from her effect. And before I do that, I will continue the chain. So I'll block one of their cards with this, send her to reverse, for the reverse state, and then rest one of my opponent's other cards, and then draw a card. So by using 1 card, I have stopped 2 attacks and drew 1 card, which is basically a very defensive partner effect, but it can also be used offensively to rest your opponent's cards so they cannot block. By blocking, you do not go to rest, but when you attack, you do go to rest. So when you attack, you go to rest, but when you block, you just declare block, which is fine. I play 3 Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi's entry cost is discarding 1 card. A lot of these cards are high defense cards, such as Hideyoshi's sister, and the other cards. And Hideyoshi's effect is, if you have a Baka test character that is declaring attack, it gains +2 attack when it declares an attack. So if you have him on the field, yes, it's a him. For those of you who don't know, this person is a guy. And so is this one. Man, for people who didn't know, that'd be kind of awkward. But yes, this is a man. A delicious man, nonetheless. Say you have him on the field, you attack with your anything, it gains +2 extra attack when it's attacking. It's very simple and it's very strong because it works for a whole field. I play 4. I'm trying to remember his name. He's the pervert dude. That's all I know. I don't remember his name, but he's the pervert dude. So his effect is that when you declare block with him, you can nullify all damage taken to him, so he will not die. He will not die like this. If you block with something that has equal or less defense than their attack, so say I have 5 defense to their 10 attack, your character will be put to the reverse state. Now, he nullifies all of that damage and negates any residual damage, such as penetrate. So say you have an attack with 1,000 power and penetrate. If I block with this, I will be completely safe. The downside is that it goes to reverse at the end of the battle. So that would make it so that you cannot use this for another few turns because, you know, your cards need to get back in fighting shape. So all of this, once again, if you don't understand, comment in the comment section below. Yeah. I will not answer PMs about it though. I'll try not to. But like, if I get a ton of PMs about it, I'll just make the tutorial. In fact, I might make it anyways, just because. I play 4 of this character. I also don't know her name. So, whatever. She is a glass cannon, basically. She has 6 attack and 2 defense, which is very glass cannon. When you play her, her entry cost is to discard a card. When you play her, she gains 4 attack and until the end of that turn. So when on the first turn you play her, she becomes a 10-2, and she has passive penetrate, which means that, of course, if they don't have enough power, defense to block her power, they will take residual damage, which is really useful, because penetrate is one of the game-winning strats, I guess, or game-winning effects. 3 Himeji of this kind, and 1 of her, but I'll explain that later. This Himeji, if she's on the field, she gives my partner plus 3 defense when she guards. So instead of having 6 right now, see I have 6, so you add it like this. I have 6 defense. When I block, I'll have 9 defense instead. Along with that, my partner gains passive 3 defense when she blocks as well, so I'll be blocking with 12 defense, which makes my partner very durable and very tanky, along with the ability to rest 2 cards and draw a card. So which is why I said that my partner is basically a very defensive Jace the Mind Sculptor-y card. One of this Himeji, when you play her, you can draw a card, and you send her to reverse to change one character's position from reverse to stand. I mean, I think this is face down to stand. Yeah, face down to stand, which is quite useful. I have 3 Shoko. Shoko's effect is that her entry cost, at least, is when you play her, you need to flip over a character like so. That's her entry cost. Her ability is that if your opponent uses a burn ability, each instance of burn is negated by 3. So if they burn you for 5 damage, you'll only be taking 2. This term is referred to as cushion burn, so it cushions the amount of burn you're taking. Her other ability is that during your main phase, after your draw phase in your main phase, you get 1 mandatory additional draw. So you get to draw another card, which is quite important in this game, because hand is very, very important. Now, those were all my characters, which are monster cards, creatures, and whatnot. So here are my instants and sorceries, spells, or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all there is. This card, it's very staple, only comes in trial decks, and only comes with 1. They don't come in anywhere else, and this card is really good. When you play this card, you have to pay the cost of discarding 1 card and sending 1 character from face up to face down. In return, you get to send 1 card of your opponent's to face down. So why is this important? Well, if your opponent has an annoying card to deal with, such as their perfect guard, because a lot of these are called perfect guards, basically, the nullifying damage ones, because, yeah. They are very annoying, so you could send him face down, and he cannot block. Or say your opponent has a passive ability, like say if this card's face up, your opponent's partner gains 12 defense, which it doesn't exist. But like something annoying that you can use these to get rid of. These are very hard to get, especially in Baka test, because the Baka test trial deck is like sold out for like billions of years. But yeah, I have one. This card. I don't know what to call it, but then when I was in Hong Kong asking for people for this, I said, "Do you have this card?" And like I just like held my palm out to them like that, and then like I showed them I was playing Baka test, like, "Oh, that card," because I have no idea what it's called. This card is an instant or a quick play spell. Lol. Its ability is that when you play it, you may discard 1 card, and you may heal a friend to full position. So okay. Let's once again use my perfect guard as this example, because this is mainly applying to him. So after blocking, he becomes like this. And then he goes to rest, because after your turn and whatnot. And then your opponent decides, well, that card's really annoying. I'm going to play this against it. The card I showed prior. Flip it face down. Now he cannot block. And even if I did revive him, he cannot block because he is in rest. So I can play this card and fully heal. Fully heal means that you send them face up and in the ready position, so he can block once again. So this card will save your life very often, because in this game, just 1 blocker can change the difference of the game. Really. 2 of these. This one is Saver Stop, I think, or Saber Stop, or Saver Stop, I think, something around those. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Here. Lol. This was your MST, so to speak, but instead of sending to the graveyard, it will send it to backyard, which is remove from play or banish zone. This card's cost is discarding one card, and you destroy an equip card. Now, I haven't gone through equip cards, but they are basically any cards with a purple background, or purple frame, or pinky frame, and I'll explain those later too. In Magic, what would this be? Destroy target artifact, I guess. Ancient Grudge, but not as good. I play 2 of this. This card is cost is discarding 2 cards, which means I played 3 cards from my hand to use this ability. This ability allows me to rest my opponent's partner. Now, generally, your opponent's partner is their strongest unit on their field, which would make it important for their partner to be in standing position. Now, this is only sorcery speed or normal spell speed. Ha ha ha! I'm so clever. So, if you did to my partner, right? My partner has all these abilities that I cannot use now. Her +3 defense, her massive defense wall, is not actually necessary anymore because I can't block with it. Although that I can still use my defense mechanism, which I get to rest opponent's cards. This really lowers your opponent's defense. These are best used early game because, like a lot of most decks, have an out to it. So say something like this. I can use this to defend my partner. Although I cannot heal my partner, I can use these to defend my partner by healing the perfect guard. Play 3 of this. This card will heal any face down to face up with the cost of discarding 1 card and the result of drawing 1 card. So, discard 1, play this, heal, and draw a card. Now onto my sets. Sets are basically equip cards or artifacts, artifact equipment, I guess, equipment in general. Play 4 of these. This card is very good. The cost to play this card is discard 1 card. And the effect of this card is that whenever your character declares an attack, he or she gains +3 attack, and has base 0-3 stats. So, when you equip a card, you put it under your partner like this. So if someone asks me how much defense does my partner have, well, I'll tell them I have 4 + 2 + 3 plus the 3 of her own ability. So which is 12, which is a lot. And when she attacks, oh, how much attack does she have? Oh, well, she has 4 + 2 + 3, which is 9. So, it's pretty good. It's a very basic equip, but it is very strong. I play 3 first strike sets. This card, after I have set it onto a character, will grant them first strike. Now, this card's cost is discarding 1 card. First strike in this is different from first strike in Magic. And for those of you who play Yu-Gi-Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about. First strike is basically when you declare an attack. Say you have it on Miss Glass Cannon right here. I'll bring her out. Where is she? Here. Say you have it on her, and she attacks. Say your opponent guards with something with 5 defense. First strike allows you to attack first, as the name implies. So in a sense, if you don't understand, say you're fighting a guy, and you have a spear, and they have a dagger. So when you attack them, you stab them in the face, and they can't reach you with their dagger. That's basically how this goes. Now, some people don't understand the mechanism of first attack or first strike, but that's basically how it goes. Unlike Magic, first strike does not apply when you're blocking. There's a different ability called first defense, which is basically first strike while defending. So the difference between that is, it does not go both ways. And I have 3 anti-burn. This card gives when you equip this card, they lose passively 2 attack. In exchange, you will not take any burn damage, whether it is direct burn or burn to your characters. Now, as said before, something like Shoko, she has cushion burn, while this has anti-burn. Anti means no matter how much burn they do, it will not go through. But, yeah, cushion burn is not the same. So those are my equip cards and sorceries. And now go to my extras. Now, extras, in a way, are, it's extra decks, so it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're kind of like synchros in a sense, but they're also kind of like fusions. So I have three of these. So let's take out their creating pieces. So these two. When you make one of these, so I'll explain how to do it. So first of all, the condition is that you have to have one of them on your field. Either is fine, and one of them in your hand or on your field. So if you have two on your field, you will flip one over like so, send the other one to the waiting room, and you will put this from your extra deck on top. So now it'll look like this. Now, so what's so special about these? Well, extras will gain their additional stat bonuses from these. Now, normal characters do not, whereas extras do. So when you extra this card, that's what it's called, extra, not extra summon, or it's just extra. You may rest one of your opponent's characters, and then this character has passive penetrate. So what's so good about extras, you might ask? Well, if I decide that I have another one of her, or another one of Himeji in my hand, I can discard it, so discard it, and level her up, playing another one from my extra deck over top. Now, like your partner, when you level up an extra, you gain the stats of the prior ones. So when I play this again, I've extra'd it one more time, I may rest another character. So these are pretty good offensively, and pretty good defensively. So, gonna send you away, and Himeji gets a stay, because she's in every card. Lol. What? Play three of these. So in this, you need Himeji and Shoko. So this is my Himeji and my Shoko. Once again, you need one in your field and one in your hand, or two on your field. Send one like this. Discard the other. Send it from anywhere, from your hand or your field to the waiting room, and you may extra this card. This card's ability is that once per turn, you can discard one card and salvage one card, which means to take ditch one card and salvage one character. That is very important. You only can get characters. So, and once again, Himeji, you get to stay. Baka test. The weakness to Baka test is that you have very little good extras. Instead, you have basically all your good extras have her in it, which is kind of inconvenient. So the next one is Himeji and Hideyoshi. So, fusion, ha! This extra allows, once per turn, during your battle phase, you may discard one card and allow one card to defend in rest. Now, this is very important with a card such as him, because after he defends, he becomes in this position. Now, once it rolls back to your turn, all your cards turn 90 degrees. So, if it goes from here, it'll go to here. Now, you can discard one card to allow him to guard and rest, which means you get perfect guard again and return to the state. By discarding one card every turn, you have a perfect guard every turn. So, it is very, very useful for the late game where you need to just, tough it out with your opponent. So, yeah. And that's my deck. I play 4 of these. And yeah, so I will most likely be doing a ChaOS tutorial. Maybe. I'll see if you guys want to see one. And don't worry, I'm not quitting Vanguard. Jeez, guys, stop it. Although I don't play Vanguard very often anymore because I don't find it very fun. Yeah, truth. You can't handle the truth. Where's my... Oh, here she is. So yeah, this is my deck. And if you guys like the idea of ChaOS, you can feel free to leave a comment. Tell me that, yo, I want to see that ChaOS tutorial. I want to play ChaOS. Can you sell me a ChaOS deck? And no, I cannot sell you a ChaOS deck. So, yeah, that's all the time I got. So, Chan for Nerf and Skill. Bye.